5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're here. We're going to be able to do it. We're moving on to the next game. It's RRQ facing off against TnC Pro Team. Myself and Lysander are going to be your casters today. We're going to hop on over into the draft now, try and take a quick little look at it. And we're still having some issues getting this stuff worked out. The problem is that if you want to get in right from the start, you actually can't do anything except for the console command. So sending out another little watch thing, but how are you doing, sir? You feeling good so far about the games that we've seen? We've seen 2 games from TnC Pro Team. They've looked pretty solid throughout them.
Yeah, they are their favorites to win this open qualifier at the very least. They are, like I said, apart from Fnatic and MVP Phoenix, they are probably top 3 among the remainder of the teams fighting for the slots or the wild card or whatever. And Demon joined the right team, I must say. They are the most stable right now of all the quote-quote broken teams in C. And again, like you said, I'll be a little bit behind on the draft because I'm unable to join without the console command. So I'll have to wait till the game starts proper, and then I can hop on in, I think.
Okay. Well, not a whole lot that you're missing so far. It's just the Ricky band out as well as that Alchemist, Beastmaster, Faceless Void, and RRQ take the Lion for themselves first, followed up by the Venge Juggernaut for TnC Pro Team. So a lot of physical DPS and seems to be maybe trying to secure themselves some early aggression. Whenever I see Juggernaut, I always think about that healing ward, being able to lay it down, start to try and push down the towers, and of course the natural sort of safety net he has with that Blade Fury and being able to get away from whatever danger ends up coming at him early.
Yeah, you could also see Cuckoo going middle again on that Juggernaut. He did do that that game against Shaman. Yeah, and he did really well with the Vengeful Spirit, just adding a lot of pressure early game to shut out the Shaman and allowing Jug to get the upper hand. Overall, it's still a flexible pick. You can go Juggernaut jungle. I mean, no, not jungle. You can go mid, you can go safe lane, and you can also go, in the rare case, support Juggernaut as well. So
really?
very, very flexible pick here. The Venge as well, good for saving targets, good for pushing, good for that Wave of Terror, Roshan ability. All good heroes to get. Well, you could also be looking at a block pick. So you got to call out those heroes because I'll be like 10 seconds behind.
Oh, for sure. I'm with you. It's sort of an interesting situation now too, because you see the Tidehunter taken as that second pick for RRQ, and to me, this sort of doubles down on it. I'm looking at the draft that RRQ had last time around, and obviously we didn't get to see them play it, but based upon the picks that they took, you certainly felt like they were going to try and get aggressive early, and they had that propensity and that ability to do that. This type of game where TnC have already shown that they're willing to go for that type of playstyle, it's sort of, a come at me moment. It's we're not going to be sort of bullied around in this match, and with a Tidehunter, it feels like they can just sort of secure those objectives.
It's up to TnC to see if they want to contest this Tidehunter. They want to fight it. There are some persisting silences, so disables that can actually wreck a Tidehunter. Some of them that come to mind would be Doom, Disruptor, Black Hole even. So Chronosphere as well. So a few targets, a few kind of spells that are really good against a Tidehunter. Yeah, but otherwise it's very, very troublesome to actually lane against a Tidehunter. Even on that safe lane where you're 3-on-1, that guy still really manages to punch through your defensive lineup. Which makes me think that TnC might grab up a Phoenix if it isn't banned here. It's the pure damage, long range, out of Tidehunter's reach. Being able to zap him from far. It's a good pickup. Could be possible here.
Yeah, I mean, great team fight hero, and it does always worry me trying to pick team fight heroes into a lineup that's already so well situated against it. Like Lion Tidehunter, it almost feels like TnC might need to think about trying to change up the way that they want to play and go for a more like split push and then finding pickoffs oriented draft. But as you've said more than a few times, it's much less about the picks in this game and how good these teams are relative to each other. Because if TnC come out of this with a crazy good laning stage, RRQ are just not going to stand a chance no matter what their draft is.
Yep, and good news, I'm in the game.
5
So the
seconds
lobby
remaining.
has been hosted.
I
and,
believed in you. I knew from the start you're going to be able to do it, man. You got
You're
it.
so nice,
Reserve
so
time.
nice. But yeah, missed out Timbersaw in the list of Tidehunter counters. So that's a good band to grab out. You know, might be looking towards a strength-based core. I'm thinking Rex might go towards a Sven.
Hmm. That could be
Yeah,
interesting.
so we'll see. So the Sven is very good against Juggernaut because of how Warcry buffs up the armor of your whole team and himself, making Omni Flash do minimal damage. We have Venge right now for a little bit of minus armor action, but Sven will just counter that right up with that plus 24, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that could be really nice is a hero that hasn't been touched as of yet, a Life Stealer. If they wanted to go for that, you could still end
Oh
up
yeah.
going for a Sven, and it feels like Life Steal is a pretty decent answer to Juggernaut on the whole. But do you think that even something along the lines of, you don't see it all that often, but, well, this is the Disruptor that you're talking about earlier, that Persistent Silence. Do you think that you need a little bit more burst than what the Life Stealer brings, or possibly even just a vehicle for him to be played into?
Ooh.
Wow.
Radiant
Alright, I
team
guess that's our answer. No, it could be a mid Terrorblade as well, because they might suspect this Jug mid, and Terrorblade mid will do pretty okay against the Jug. Not fantastic, but not bad. And Terrorblade does have high armor as well, so there's that
10
factor.
seconds remaining.
But yeah, the reason why I say Sven is because sometimes it's not just about
5
the armor, it's
seconds
also about how
remaining.
much physical damage you can output on a Juggernaut to punish him for spinning in a fight.
Reserve
I mean,
time.
TB does that in spades.
Yeah,
You got all those illusions
definitely.
beating away at you, and also being able to go in that metamorphosis mode, you're not going to be taking that damage. So, kind of a cool pick. I like it all around. We saw the effect that Sunder had in the last game, where I think that it was we were watching MVP Hot 6. That's the one where they just kind of rolled over their opponents, and it looked really solid.
Dire team
A
pick.
Bat Rider taken. So I like this response in general. And I feel like the way that they have to play this is to get themselves like a first pickoff. They can't go into the fight on 5-on-5s already just because of that line in the
10
Tidehunter. Like if
seconds
RRQ
remaining.
pick a couple other heroes with team fight abilities, TnC could be in some
5
trouble. So
seconds remaining.
Bat Rider, I like
Dazzle here.
It's what they need to do.
Probably Dazzle or
Reserve
Oracle.
time.
Oracle might be likely because of the Bat Rider. It just removes the lasso right off the bat. We might have a Baden. Ah, there you go. So that's your Oracle. So Oracle,
Radiant team
Terrorblade,
ban.
obvious synergy there. Able to keep Terrorblade alive, get him to pop off Sunder, all that good stuff. I'm not sure what the Sunder interaction is with False Promise because your health is not allowed to change. So does it count as healing, or is it just a
10
HP
seconds
swap? It's
remaining.
a kind of a mechanics thing there, so any mechanics nerds in there could help us
5
out in
seconds
chat.
remaining.
Right.
Although I'm not so sure how wise it is to trust chat.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably
It's gonna
say.
take a gander.
I don't
Dire
know.
team
Yeah.
ban.
One interaction that I found that was pretty cool was the Ancient Apparition and Oracle. If you get the Oracle ulti off like 1 second after the AA ulti, where it's going to end up wearing off after the AA ulti wears off, you actually take away
10
all of the
seconds
damage and you're
remaining.
no longer going to pop, which I found really, really interesting.
5 seconds
You still get
remaining.
all of the healing that happened throughout the whole course of the Oracle ulti.
Yeah, because the healing
Reserve
doesn't
time.
take place
Yeah.
until Frostbite debuff goes off. So, ooh, an Invoker ban here. Okay, so they're not thinking that this might be a TB mid. It's I guess it makes more sense to go on the safe lane. It's safer as well, but mid TB is still not out of the question. So Rex have that little bit of flexibility if they do want to run things otherwise. But TnC, they have a very standard lineup, two very strong supports, and a Bat Rider. So it's more of a snipe you. So perhaps some vision would be nice here. Vision heroes like, I don't know, do we go back for a Spectre?
Hmm.
You know, to combo up with the Disruptor, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe go for a Zeus middle.
Dire
I
Or
was thinking
maybe
about Zeus. It's sort of that classic answer to trying
Terrorblade.
to run something there. Yeah, like the high armor, but I just don't know if you can afford to do that against potentially later on Blinking Lion and Tidehunter. Just the hero, I don't feel. I mean, I
10
guess you got
seconds
Venge for the
remaining.
swap out and Bat Rider for counter initiation, but I just
5
think that when
seconds
you are putting
remaining.
yourself on that island like that, it can just be such a scary situation. So. I would
Reserve
rather
time.
see something along the lines of going the Jug mid and then picking a Spectre, but I also don't think that Spectre is a great answer here. I don't know if they have to. Maybe Ricky? Ricky's already been banned. Maybe Bounty?
Radiant team pick.
No, they can't do Bounty.
Yeah, they can't do bounty
Yeah.
unless they want a safe lane bounty, which is really weird. They
Yeah.
need another core hero here, so I'm thinking something with vision, but it could also just be simple like a queen or puck.
10 seconds remaining.
But we'll see. They might want to pick up another hero that can carry.
Like,
5
So
seconds
I
remaining.
just think all of the heroes with
Templar?
vision nowadays aren't as good as they used to be. The Brewmaster is a really cool pick.
Reserve time.
I love that one a lot. Just being able to
10
sort of
seconds
counter out
remaining.
that Bat Rider. If you're capable of getting off that ulti, it's just gonna
5
cause
seconds
havoc
remaining.
amongst the TnC lineup. And they're
And
really
I
taking
know
their
it-
time.
yeah, there you go. There's your puck. So I don't know. You know, I know I said something about not going ham on drafts because it's open qualifiers, but I feel like RRQ and TnC Pro Team, they might have a little bit of a fight between them. Although we do favor TnC here, RRQ are no snobs either. They're not your everyday hopefuls that are trying to get in. They do play a little bit of Dota, so it is going to be a fight, and I do like their draft a lot. So we'll see how the execution is from TnC. They do have one Juggernaut to carry them. We'll see if it's enough in the face of a Oracle, Brewmaster. Lots of damage to, lots of targets to take out. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not sure there are enough heroes to do that.
I think that
10
if you look at
seconds remaining.
RRQ, it's definitely the toughest competition that they've gone up
5
against
seconds
yet in the
remaining.
qualifiers, but they've still got a lot of tough opponents that are going to be facing off against them soon as well. So this is no doubt going to be probably it's no doubt going to be their hardest matchup as far as the balance of
Prepare
skill
for
is
battle.
concerned, but I would be really surprised if RRQ knocked them out here, even with the draft that I really like out of them.
Yeah, I'll be surprised, but sometimes a draft is a draft, and even tier 4 teams can take out tier 1 teams given the right circumstances. So we'll have to see. It's definitely going to be interesting. Something else to note as well: Demon is not playing Disruptor. He's going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit, so taking on a more aggressive role in this game. We'll see what he does with it. AU starting out with boots.
Kind
We're
of
going to look for
interesting.
pick off here.
I mean, this is just the drop down that ward right here on the
Block the camp.
yep, and being able to get some vision in case Tidehunter wants to head out this direction, but
30 seconds to battle.
does have that Iron Talon already, so he's going to be moving over here, and they might be able to set up something. It's going to be too hard to try and take him down. Oh, maybe.
They might. They have glimpse.
Trying to pull him back.
Yeah, they're
There's the
gonna pull
3
him back.
seconds. They've got the stun as well as the spin, and going to start to bring him fairly low. The right click's coming. First blood
For the
goes the
mid
way of
as well.
Cuckoo.
A fascinating substance.
First blood for Cuckoo, and we did talk him up a lot in the past series. He's been doing pretty
The
well.
battle begins.
Getting a lot of kills, doing the right tempo plays, just really making his team have the upper edge here. So we'll have to see what the plan is for RRQ. They do have Brewmaster, which should be okay against Puck.
Yeah, it's...
I don't want to curse him.
Oh god. Sounds like... You okay over there?
Yeah, I dropped something, but it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I like the matchup. I mean, obviously, you're going to be able to have that advantage of ranged versus the melee, but you got pretty decent damage on Brewmaster's side. He does also have that the Drunken Haze a little bit later on to try and mess a little bit with what Puck is doing, but we'll see how he ends up going here. As far as the off lane is concerned for the side of TnC, it might be a tough game for Sam H, and I mean, you see this Oracle Terrorblade. If you're able to get a long duration setup there, it could be a problem. Rotation in.
Terrorblade is a high damage hero. The level 1 Metamorphosis will allow him to get some good control of that creep wave, really zone out that Bat Rider. Just one tap across the cheek there, already dropping him down pretty low. But good for him that he does have boots first.
Yeah.
So he will be able to get out of most of these troublesome situations. But as a caster, you don't really want to say, oh yeah, in this matchup he shouldn't die, because that usually gets them killed.
Well, the tough thing too is that he's going into this lane right now without a salve, so all of his regen is actually almost all the way burnt through, and I don't know. It's these types of moments right here where you end up hitting him with a fairly long duration route, and if you know the Terrorblade was a little bit closer, that certainly could be a kill. So Samh, it's not going to be an easy lane for him.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be an easy lane. Cuckoo does have double null talisman, so going for the second null before bottle, getting more right click on the board, doing more harassment to the Brewmaster, who has managed to pick up that rune, so it's gonna be pretty happy about that. Gonna go towards his bottle fund as well, and a disruptor coming in for harassment, so he's gonna have to play a little bit safe. It's a haste rune on that disruptor, but I don't think they can kill him. Maybe just annoy him a little bit. And pause.
Uh-oh. Things going on. He has a little bit of a disconnect. Oh, God. Not again. Please, not again.
Yeah, it's pretty late where you are. Alright, just give me a moment. I'll take this time to turn on the lights.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, it's getting a little bit towards the later side. We started casting a little bit before 8 o'clock in 8 o'clock p.m. It's just almost about 8 o'clock right now, so solid 12 hours. Feeling solid. I mean, honestly, the games have been great though. It's gone by in a flash, and I mean, I feel like of the teams that we've followed and a lot of the matches that we've seen, there's always been something that you can get from these games when normally it's just stomps.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close matchup unless one of the teams makes some huge mistakes and tilts, and then suddenly loses 2 Rexes or something. But otherwise, I think we might see ourselves a game. You know, this is not uncommon to see RRQ and TnC face off in a one of those C tournaments I tell you about. You know, those small tournaments that happen from time to time. You know, a couple of $1,000s on the line, stuff like that. You know, the C teams play against each other every once in a while. So this is a normal game. It's a BO1 as well, so you wouldn't really want to count anyone out.
I mean, it's also worth noting that this is generally speaking, the types of games that TnC, not necessarily this one, but when they get down to the wire, like it's constantly for me being that TnC are really, really solid players that are, you know, perform really well in just like the regular old matches. But then when it comes to those grand finals, when it comes to the last minute plays, it's like they just kind of crumble away, and you would expect so much more from them, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. Some type of just maybe a mental barrier they need to break through.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. C teams, #1 problem is consistency, and we'll see Koala getting tagged there by Demon on that Vengeful Spirit. There will be no spin follow up here from Raven. They're trying to get that glimpse back here on that Watermelon. Not gonna find him.
Well, meanwhile, mid lane again, you're starting to see that Puck is pulling away slightly from this Brewmaster, who's currently sitting on 11-1, but it was never meant to be a lane where Brewmaster was going to dominate. He just wants to come in, get his levels, make sure he doesn't die, get a good amount of experience, and then make some type of a rotation and play strong with his team. So it's kind of what we're going to be waiting for, I would imagine, at this point in time.
Yeah, middle lane, like you said.
Back. In a little bit of trouble, possibly. They might be able to do something here. It looks like Koala's going to end up going down. No luck as far as being able to escape from that one, and Juggernaut gets the kill. Meanwhile, Oracle, Bat Rider, the top lane.
Yeah, forcing out terribly Metamorph, so they might look for a tower push here. Hasn't gotten threats yet, just gotten that Bassi ring. So I think it's gonna be threats most likely. Maybe threats, drum, SNY. No, I mean no, not SNY now. We have Dragonlance, so it's probably gonna be Dragonlance.
Ulti is available right now for Brewmaster too, if you want to go for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Will he be able to kill the Puck though? I don't think so.
Yeah, it would be a tough one, definitely. Not necessarily the easiest of kills to find, but if you could happen to find it, it'd be pretty huge. They need a rotation, definitely.
Yeah, that's why you're seeing this Puck opting to go for 2 in Orb, 2 in Silence. Realizes that he'll need more of the duration to shut down this Brewmaster. If you want to lock him down, burst him out before he even gets a chance to get his ultimate off. That's why I think they picked up the Puck because they need some lockdown for this Brewmaster. He can get really out of hand here.
Absolutely. Sam H, meanwhile, over here in the top lane, did take one of those Purifying Flames as well as the Purge to his face and was forced back again for the moment. Looking again towards the mid lane, and he's sort of... He continues to try and flirt with the danger here. Cuckoo having a little bit of trouble with it. Takes the Drunken Haze, a couple more right clicks, but he should be fine.
Yeah. Cuckoo has been bottle crowing pretty well here. Zephyr might come in here to strike down Cuckoo. Does have the Hex as well as Impale, but good Spidey sense there from the Puck. I don't believe he saw that. There are no wards in the area, so it's definitely a ninja sense there, I think. Expecting someone on that cliff. So he runs down for the bottom rune instead, gets himself a haste. This could lead to a kill. Tide answer, most preferably. He just went for 3 points in Anchor Smash, so it's still quite tricky to kill.
Yeah, looks like they're going to see if they can find something here. Koala hanging out. They're wrapping around with all of their heroes, but...
Oh no, they find him.
I don't know if they can take him down, though. There's going to end up being the Dream Coil. Pops it as well. Still alive for the moment, trying to run out of there, and is going to be able to escape. And it looks like with the glimpse back, they're going to be fine.
Brewmaster pops his ultimate there. Nice kinetic field traps that in there. AU gonna go for the TP. Will he get out in time? Yes, he will. He ports out of there in time. Slow fingers there from the Lion. Will not get the reaction he wants. And the Brewmaster blows his ultimate for nothing. A free initiation bait here from TnC.
Yep, and
meanwhile, top lane, they get the Terror Blade. Oh, no.
Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, this is where things get a little bit scary. Terrorblade disconnects.
Oh.
Was that... Oh, God. Was that a thing? All right. I'm going to go back. I don't normally tend to do this, but we're going to go back a second, see how that looked. I want to see if the Terrorblade looks like he just kind of went AFK. All right. No, he just ran into the Bat Rider.
He does look like he has run the... He did look like he ran the normal DC back to base path.
It doesn't look like... It didn't look like that, really.
So he was just callous. 4 stacks of Napalm is really...
I think what happened was that he walked down to try and go and either pull the wave or check something out over here, and then Bat Rider just happened to be there. But definitely a little bit careless play, and ends up getting punished for it. So a little bit frustrating, certainly. Bat Rider gets himself off halfway to his Blink Dagger now, if that's the way that he wants to play this. And I'm feeling like TnC might start to be able to take a bit of a lead from that.
Oh, it's 3-1. It's not like 12-0 the last time, so I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Yeah, it's still a very tough matchup for them, I think, if they don't run their early game perfectly, because a Terrorblade getting out of hand would be very hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm. No, certainly. I mean, the thing about it is that with this type of lead, I feel like if you are a squad that tends to be like an underdog, you can't afford to make mistakes like that, particularly against a team like TnC. So certainly not the best in the world. And
the Tide dying.
Jeez, Raven all over the place. Like, honestly, it just feels like they don't really have a clear way to be able to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, how did he die? Was it Venge? Venge didn't even come. It was a solo kill, I think.
Terrorblade.
Without Omni Slash.
It says he's disconnected.
Really
but like, it's red on my screen. But
who's disconnected? Tide?
The Terrorblade. But he's not actually disconnected.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he is. He doesn't look disconnected.
No. Meanwhile, over here to the side again, Koala getting chased down slightly, but not going to be able to find a kill there.
Go for heavy stats. Meanwhile, Metamorphosis coming in. He'll be bashing away at that tier 1 tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Disruptor doesn't have any points in lightning.
Oh, this could be a pretty big play if they're capable of wrapping around here. Cuckoo looking for the Dream Coil, and they're going to be able to get the glimpse back. It looks like they want to try and save him, but the Earth Spike isn't going to connect onto anybody, and I think that this should end up being able to catch just on the very edge with that Dream Coil. Zephyr trying to make his way away. Does have another orb in a couple of seconds, but if they can find somebody here, this would be pretty big, and it looks like already they're going to be able to get that Oracle. The right clicks come, they find themselves a kill, 6-1, and we talked about the potential of this lineup.
Terribly not going for Thunder there. Didn't even skill it. Wanted to go for the greedy jungling build, getting higher points in his other abilities, skipping out on his crucial ultimate. So getting punished.
Very frustrating indeed, and now possibly going to end up losing this tier 1 tower up in the top lane. I mean, they're at least going to take a good amount of damage onto it. You got AU as well as this Vengeful Spirit who are just in the area. Mr. Jimmy Dota himself. Mid lane, Cuckoo continuing to sit here. No fear at all.
You know, recently there was a little bit of a swap in the meta. You know, some of the bad riders deciding to not go for the Blink Dagger instead, and then go for the Aether Lens. So never mind. We're gonna try and catch out this Oracle. I don't think they will find him. Oh, never mind. They will. The Blink Second in 2 seconds now. They'll try and find him. He doesn't have his ultimate ready. They just swap him in. So holding on to that, getting a first hit crit as well. Sam H will take him out with fire.
Well, pretty strong stuff right there indeed, and 7-1. TnC looking fairly dominant. I mean, we talked about it in the draft that RRQ, a team that's fairly well known, but just in terms of their play, it doesn't really feel like they're quite up to the same level that TnC are. Just the decision making, the rotations around the map. It always feels like TnC are sort of have that single-mindedness, whereas RRQ are sort of 5 talented players playing their own game.
Lasso counters on here. He does pop that Metamorphosis. There will be a save there. Maybe the heals come out onto the Terrorblade, but he will not be able to attack there. A nice pick there on the bench. So Jimmy TPing into the wrong neighborhood there. And we'll actually grab all the heroes from the Dire here for this tier 1 push. So gonna celebrate this push with Bang here. Gonna slap away at this tower. Meanwhile though, Raven is pressuring their second tower in return. And we'll see how many heroes how many heroes come out of this.
Well, mid lane also a little bit of trouble. Cuckoo gets caught and Finger comes out. That's gonna be a kill.
Yeah. I would say slow reactions, but sometimes it's really hard. The Lion just gets the perfect angle, jumps you from the fog, and you're dead. Finger of Death, very, very strong.
Well, Raven now is got the phase boots, Yasha as well, and starting to feel like, as you start to take a look at the net worth graph, I mean, granted, TnC still only a 5k net worth lead, but you can see the path for them a little bit. Yeah, it's a pretty significant lead.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant lead here. Demon gonna take some me time for himself. And there's a push from it comes on there. Parker does have the Blink Dagger. We'll see who decides to jump on who. Meanwhile, Raven seems pretty content, trying to go for this Yasha into, I believe, Vanguard, right?
I would assume so. It seems to be the type of play that they've been going for.
No, they're gonna smoke. They have all the ultimates ready, except the Jug, a little bit poor in health. He does. I'm sure he does claim that he'll be back into the fight very soon. And now we're gonna have Demon walk into an illusion here. The Firefly is gonna come. They are gonna walk past each other.
Ravage is available too, and the scan did not quite scout anybody, so this might be the moment. Oh god, they're spread out though.
The moment for either team.
Puck, Haste Rune, might have found one. They end up running into a couple of more, and this is looking like it could be a pretty messy engagement.
Yeah, there are no tier 1s anymore for here, so he has to be very careful. He does his life. Oh, there we go. We have Sam H getting caught out here by the 3 Spirit Brothers, and he will actually get picked off, get punched, as well as purified. And Terrorblade is, Terrorblade's gonna run. They do spin Demon up into the sky there. He has to be very careful. Here comes the Metamorph. He's dropping down very low. Demon Quest there. He swaps the target out. He swaps the Titans out actually away from his team. Very considerate of him, but he goes down anyway. And yeah, I told you this isn't just about the teams. It's about the draft as well sometimes. TB going in. There is a false promise to save his life though. They do false promise him right away, so he does take a ton of damage. But apart from that, I think he will be fine. Yeah, he takes a lot of damage, but he's ready to sunder now. Things got good range.
Looking for more. Batrider trying to chase. Can they break the TP? Not going to be able to do it there. for the Tidehunter, and meanwhile the jump forward ends up going for that jump away, and Finger of Death, they find the kill. Sam H trying to get ran down. It looks like they're going to be able to already bring down a couple other heroes. 2 dead for TnC, and RRQ causing trouble for them already.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's not enough damage. You know, we complained about TnC's draft, but you know, they technically have more damage than what RRQ picked, unless it's TB. TB doesn't do things in a splash. And Yabio, he does have a blink dagger now, so he can blink in, try and convert a few Dota heroes, and preach it.
Absolutely. Well, Kothuzard, the Terrorblade, already there with the Dragon Lance, and looking to maybe be building into that Yasha afterwards. I'm very curious to see how these next couple of minutes go. It was a 5k net worth lead 11 minutes into the game, and we're starting to see it level out a little bit more. Again, we talked about that dangerous path that the Brewmaster can bring out with the really big team fight ultimate, and we saw the power of it last time around. So I'm curious how TnC respond to this. It's not a situation they've been used to yet with this team, is being behind.
Yeah, I mean, as every pro team, you should have that in mind mentally, but overall, you know, it's mostly just be chill. You know, don't make too many bad mistakes. They should be fine here. Demon. The wall has been used, so might be an opening to go for something.
It's a little bit scary. Well, continuing to farm. What are the items that we've been looking at so far?
Well, looking at Aetherlens. Aetherlens for maybe the Disruptor if you want to pull someone back from really far, but I feel like it's a tad excessive. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think any hero here really wants to get Aghanims unless Cuckoo wants to do some BKB piercing lockdown, which could be possible. With the Venge, you can guarantee a snap.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid play right there, and it looks like at least for now they're going to be going for that smoke, 4-person smoke. I like the Battle Fury pickup for the Jug, but it does leave him a little bit vulnerable right now, where maybe if they end up taking the fight before he gets that, it's not really going to translate well. And jumping out, Raikkonen are going to be able to find Demon on the start. This could go really badly if they continue to take this fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, we're losing more than just their support player there. We have that Tornado going up there. Perfect tag there on that Disruptor as well. The Finger of Death not spared there by Sapphire. Want to secure that one, and now there's the lasso. They're coming in. They're going to be fighting 3 on 5. I'm not sure about this. The Ravage though was wasted, so Koala, Shiva will approve of that one. But Sam not going to be flapping himself away. Dodges that Tidehunter strike, and Terrorblade will actually just back off now. Lysander is teammate for full health, but
Interesting.
doesn't have a lot of gold there to work with. 2,000 gold. Very slow farmer.
It's been kind of an interesting game so far. I mean, not a ton of kills, but still feels very like technical. There's a lot of these movements around the map, trying to trade objectives and then finding the stragglers and pickoffs is tended to be the name of the game. But Lion now picking up this Blink Dagger, this to me feels like it's always one of those game-changing items. You put yourself in a position where you can shut down that puck right at the start of the fight, or set yourself up for a really good Earth Spike. Either way, could be very scary for TnC, and I really don't see what their response is going to be. Like, they can glimpse him away, but if a Lion's jumped in and already got his disables off, like, he's done his job.
It's true, but we have more disconnects, so I think the admins might actually start ruling it soon.
That would be pretty crazy if they did. You would just end up having to go right from there.
Goodness. It's now 9-9. We have a reconnect back into the game. We've got 5,200 spectators watching on Twitch. 13,000 of you guys here, so you guys still win.
There you go. That's what's up. Winning! That's what it feels like, ladies and gents. I can feel my voice leaving my body, but we're going to stick through it, and we're going to stick with it here. TnC versus RRQ. And every now and then they give us these moments, like, you know, Brewmaster leaves for a little bit, Terrorblade leaves for a little bit. We come back in and ready to get some more Dota 2 action going on.
Alright, so we are going for Roshan, not using the amplify damage here.
Radiant's top tower.
Well, they are kind of. They have a Blightstone as well as a Wave of Terror. But yeah, you know, I was more leaning towards a Slaughter because I'm so used to that guy being picked. But yeah, it's not in this game on both sides actually. So.
I think that he got banned out in the first couple phases, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just such a great hero for them. And we did see that TnC were even, you know, willing to take that one on the Radiant side in one of the earlier games that they ended up playing. So the Roshan now taken for TnC helps him out a good deal. Raven is going to start to scale a little bit more effectively. That Battle Fury up and online. The big question for me is just how do you deal with all of this initiation potential on the side of RRQ? You've got
and that's why I said one Juggernaut might not be enough.
Yeah.
They have to fight these really well. Snipe off the backline supports first before going in.
Well, that's just it. It feels like so many things need to go right now for TnC for them to be able to win a team fight effectively when it's 5-on-5, and that again sort of harkens back to the issue we were talking about of trying to out team fight a Tidehunter lineup.
Well, Dragonlance is up for TB, so he's got his stats. He's got 1,200 health, very cushy, and he's gonna be able to push down towers very, very fast. And only going for a level 1 reflection, so using it for the slow and the illusions.
Some good stuff.
I think it's a really good item on Terrorblade. Yeah. He needs the stats, and the range is really good on him. And he's got a lot of money, this guy. Somehow the Jug is ahead of him, but yeah, the net worth.
Some beautiful stuff.
Lion does have his laser ready, so he could just poke someone in the eye if he so desires. 450 damage, not something to sneeze at.
That's good stuff.
And yeah, will be a bounty rune for the Batrider.
See, the thing to me about this is that I feel like TnC are just trying to avoid whenever possible so that way they don't have to fight this. But, and you know, taking the Aegis, it helps a lot. They still don't want to fight even with the Aegis up and ready to go. But you can see that right now, RRQ are forcing the issue. They're going to be able to pressure down this tier 1 or tier 2 tower in the bottom lane and then come back and defend again for their tier 3s up top. Which very shortly, I'm not sure about this pressure that you've seen from TnC. This could go so badly so quickly.
Yep, it is it's only mech now for the Tidehunter, so once he gets Blink, the initiations might not be as easy to plan around as you might think, you know.
Yeah.
But I think RRQ are still in this, although they have a huge deficit. It is still their game to take if they want it. They just have to play very carefully. Wait out that Aegis, no rash moves. Koala. 1,500 as well, so a lot of the players here requiring boots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sam H roaming down into the inner workings of the Radiant jungle. Gonna try and reward this.
They're so afraid. So afraid. They don't want to make a move. They're like, again, you're in the late stages of these qualifiers at this point. Every match obviously matters across the board, but you know, you invest so much throughout the day, you play so many games of Dota, and you just start to, you know, get into that mindset where it's really who is it that's going to be able to sustain? Who's the one that's going to have that mental fortitude to pull through to the end?
Have to see what TnC have in store here. They do have the Blink Dagger as well as the 4-staff on the Batrider. So a pickoff could be possible here, but right now they're just not clashing. TnC, they're happy, sitting back, farming it up.
I feel like this is a mistake by RRQ in some ways.
Mistake for not clashing into the Aegis?
No, like the fact that like they keep on trying to move across the map and go for the tower plays, but they're not in position quickly enough. Like they should have realized that this was going to end up being the play for TnC, and now they're just going to be able to get to the Tier 1 tower as the Tier 2 is about to go down. So they're going to have to go back and defend Tier 3s, and the fight's kind of going to be forced upon them. Like, I feel like they're just a little bit behind in terms of the prediction game.
Yeah, and I feel like they're the ones that they feel like the ones playing with Aegis instead of not.
Yeah.
Already did quite a bit of chip damage to this tower, already down to 900, and a safe method out.
All right.
You know, mass TPs, Power Rangers vacate the scene.
It's good stuff.
Chat. Alright, do we give it to... no, do we give it to Revenge? Or do we give it to the Jug, Bat Rider maybe? He's in Fly Over Cliffs.
I don't know about that one. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. It looks like, yeah, he's going to be going for that. So, here's my question now. Is they're going to end up going, they realize the Aegis is about to expire. They have eyes on the puck now as well, Cuckoo, and immediately going to be able to catch him out. This is going to be a disaster. Just drops immediately. That's what they needed to do.
No, it was unfortunate. I believe it was a smoke gank, or was it just unfortunate?
It was a smoke gank, yeah.
Yeah, because there was a die observer, so they knew that he went up there alone, and they punished him. Still waiting for this Bat Rider to do something good.
Woo. Let's see him. I felt like he has to end up making an impact here because they can't take a fight on their high ground without getting a pick off first. Like, they need to get one of these before we end up seeing a situation where the next stage just goes the way of RRQ. Because if this Terrorblade gets an Aegis and is just able to right-click away the Tier 3 tower, like, there's not anything that TnC are really going to be able to effectively do. They just don't have the damage right now.
They do have that, again, you know, we talk about the very hopeful openings, you know, they do have this thing where they can wombo combo, save some, have some clutch heals, clutch saves, and do the damage, but yeah, it's looking pretty bad.
It's definitely not ideal. And Terrorblade just continuing to get more and more buff. Like, he's already, I think Scotty's going to be the next item up for him, and as soon as he gets that, like, then he starts to get into really unmanageable territories. The smoke gank is going to come out from TnC, seeing if they can make something happen. They have pushed out a lot of the creep waves, but if they could find this initiation angle.
They're trying to bait with an illusion. Oh, Cluckles will take the long way around. Are they going to actually loop around that far?
I don't think that they realize where they're at.
Middle tower is under attack.
Or maybe it is that RRQ realized.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You know, both the Tide as well as the Lion, all sitting down bottom. There's whiling away. You mentioned wasting time. Is this wasting time?
It's tough to tell. Like, if they make something of this at this point, then no, I wouldn't. They're like securing the area where Roche is going to end up being once it ends up coming back up. Like, that's the most important part of this game.
Yeah.
Like, if you can secure vision around here and get Roshan, then you basically, I don't want to say that you definitely win the game, but you probably can get a lane of racks with it.
No, it's possible.
Oh god, it's the longest respawn time. Oh no.
This Lion, you gotta give it to him. He's pretty stacked for a 26-minute.
Yeah, he's doing good.
See here, Koala. They do have this Brewmaster farming up the engines a little bit there. They drop a scan. I'm not sure what the scan really was for. Just checking to see if there are any supports on the outer rim. Scan doesn't work on Roshan directly. I like to send this public service broadcast to all my pubs.
Yeah, people are still gonna do it. Like, there's no way they're not.
Sorry, I'll bring a red pen now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Up RRQ. Do you now watching this game before we actually get into a combat now? Watching this game up till here, do you think RRQ has a good chance of taking out TnC? You know, ending Demon's quest.
I think they do. I it's going to depend on what they do over the next couple of minutes. They've got to take Roche and actually try and play aggressive around it with Terrorblade up on the high ground. And if they do that, I think they win this game. They've certainly put themselves in a position to win the game, if nothing else. Like, TnC
you wouldn't have much faith. I mean, I could hear it.
I what?
But you weren't hearing much. We weren't having much faith. You know, you're saying, oh yeah, they could, you know, put up a fight.
Oh no, it's true. No, definitely. I didn't believe it all.
Course.
I didn't believe it all. I thought they were scrubbed here. But it's one of those things where you see the plays as it goes over the course of the game, and you just got to sort of respect the game that they've been doing. It's a very, in my eyes, it's been very like contained aggression when they want to make something happen, and they never overextend from what we've been seeing. Now the question is, does that come back to bite them? Are they not willing to make the aggressive play when it's the right move to make the aggressive play? And I feel like that timing is coming up very shortly, and I haven't seen a ton of signs from them that they want to play super aggressively.
I guess not. They are porting out, switching lanes to go farm up, so shouldn't be that. They did make RRQ really scared and hide in their base, so this is inefficient farming for them.
Yeah, but Roche is back up now, so this should be a quick and easy take for them. Although if you're TnC, you can't give this away. You've got to come and contest. There's no two ways about it.
Oh. Gotta be careful here. I don't think they can do it that fast. Okay, fine. They have Gush. We'll see what they do if he blows his Metamorphosis here. Is there gonna be a contest? Don't tell me you don't see this.
Maybe they don't come and contest. I mean, it's still fighting into Tidehunter and Brew, but it doesn't get a whole lot. I guess you have high ground advantage. They're moving in now. This could be a big one.
Dire's middle tower.
They're doing Roshan is down to 1/3. Oh, there's a jump forward there, getting AU there with that finger and the clap follow-up. Demon takes out an Observer
They
ward,
can't
but
fight it now.
Yeah. Maybe they go in there for the steals. They're gonna do. Goes there for the steals. Oh no, it's saved there. Counter's saved there by the Oracle. Very annoying there. They do get the stun. The Ravage will come out from RRQ. They just surround the Juggernaut. He's taking a lot of damage. They glimmer him away. Will he be able to stay out there in time? Oracle finally going down. They start up Koala as well. They go in there with the Omni Slash. Will he do enough damage? The Cleave coming in through the spins as well, but the damage from the Terrorblade, the slows from the Skadi, doing a lot of damage here. Sapphire getting that jump in there. Not going through the Blade Fury, but enough right-click damage to take him out. They lose 3. Sapphire is now veiled up, but he will not be able to find the enemy. And Kel'Thuzad, well, he's doing good. He's got 324, but he's got lots of CS, 269. And this quest not going well so far. It's a BO1, and that's what's so brutal about these BO1s, man.
Yeah, no, it's true. And I feel like now in this lineup, again, they can try and go back in to see if they can take down Roshan, but they kind of need to wait for Tidehunter to be up now. So, God, the slightly lower cooldowns on a lot of these big spells for TnC, they needed to be able to pick off the Disruptor and then get away from that cleanly and then reset. And they didn't fully reset for that fight where they could, you know, get off the perfect Ravage with the follow-up there. You know, Terrorblade having to run around the outside of the pit and put themselves in a position where he could actually right-click. It's tough. So, TnC, not out of the woods yet, but the fact that they're delaying this Roche, every little bit counts. I mean, Jug is still going to be strong late game, and I do feel like Brew kind of falls off.
I wouldn't say so. He's really strong. He falls off in like late game where all these spells don't matter anymore. But yeah, I think he's decent. He's a good tank. He's a good absorber, stuns. He's a good space maker, you know. He just annoys the hell out of people. They don't let them get out of there in time. 30 seconds to Ravage. He jumps in there. Very, very brave. And then we have Raven with a double damage as well. Really wants to challenge this. Oh, thinking about that. Gets silenced up there. There we go. Instant silence right on top of that. But a good BKB usage that will allow him to pop into his ultimate there. Kel'Thuzad taking quite a bit of damage there from that. from the Omni Slash, but the Oracle will actually save him there, only giving him a little bit of damage. They will drop the Napalm, they dispel out Demon. Demon will swap down to the low ground. Good play there from Demon. The Glimmer Cape that will keep him alive. Raven jumping in, but he's really low there. He doesn't have enough damage.
Oh
There's
my
spin,
God.
not enough. He cannot spin. He drops down 2 health to 14 now. Sapphire with the triple impale here. The urn will take him down. Will he die there? Will not be able to. Yabiyu getting caught there by
On the back line, though, they're going to be able to jump on him.
But yeah, in the back lines, the Puck and the Sam H Bat Rider cleaning house there. Yabiyu clean up on aisle 3. They get
Oh
the
my
gem.
God.
Suddenly, team wipe. What the hell happened there? I thought it was a bad fight. Juggernaut going down. The Terrorblade keeping alive with the Oracle, and suddenly with 1 Puck and 1 Bat Rider, the whole fight turns around. Demon and co. You know, Demon and his partner Ayo.
Honestly,
both support duos just making so much space that the back line's gonna destroy it.
that was the big thing, was the Puck being able to get in there, and now going to glimpse him away. They
Oh,
jump in,
Ravage.
go for the Ravage. See if they can take it down,
No,
but
it doesn't get it.
Puck ends up picking it up, and now Demon going to end up dropping low, but a really good kinetic field again. Able to keep him out of there. Basically, just TnC straight up out team fought them throughout the whole course of that. They baited out each and every one of the abilities. There was a long period of time where Terrorblade just wasn't doing anything. He was literally right-clicking no one. The Brew ulti wore off, and there was just nothing left to happen. Like, they got in on that Oracle. They got in on the Lion as well. They're going to end up maybe taking out QQ here, but...
It's not how you ages. Oh no, I think he gets out of there in time. He silences them, it blinks away. Oh man, the Magician right here. Cuckoo jumps away. And I think he's home free. Oh no! I think
he's still got Blink. Like, he's just going to get out of here. They can't stop him, literally. Oh my God.
Oh man, I tell you, man. We talk up the rest of the team, but Cuckoo, he's the star player right here. He's 2-4 this game, but he has made so much progress in this game with his space making, his plays. The last 2 games as well, really high skill cap. Being able to get that Aegis, I think, was crucial as well. Giving it over to one of the RRQ guys would have been dangerous. But you saw how close that was to be a disaster from TnC. They just outplayed the enemy, but they were still really close to losing that. And losing that fight there arguably would have put them on that losing seat, so to speak. You know,
I think that if they lose that fight, they lose the game. Like, that Aegis was so important for the timing of RRQ. Like, when I say that Brewmaster falls off, really what I should be saying is that his timing when he's incredibly strong is like right now. That ultimate and what it allows the Terrorblade to do relative to everybody else on the map from TnC is just so significant. And you're still a good hero-ish, but you don't have that like dominant presence that you need out of the other heroes. And pretty much at that point, it comes down to the Terrorblade. So I feel like now this is going to start to become an easier game for TnC. They can't really get lackadaisical, though, and I think that you can start to see that some of the energy is wearing out of them slightly after all of these games that they've had to play.
Both teams have played a lot of games today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a matter of endurance. I'm sure the teams have been used to it. They have played grand finals. They've played best of threes. You know, back to back. Sometimes the C tournaments go crazy with their schedules.
It's true enough. Ain't nothing to it but to do it at the end of the day. And
I'd like to see an Academics come out from Cuckoo here. Can really mess some of the enemy heroes up. It's not only the BKB piercing, but it's also the stun duration on that Scepter leash. 4.5 seconds there for Puck, a really long time. So, like you mentioned earlier on, there is that swap synergy as well. So if they do decide to do it, it's kind of like roaring someone.
Seems like a pretty bold play to move up and try and pressure for a tier 3 at this point. Like, I don't know, I'd still be so worried about RRQ's teamfight potential. They're fighting uphill into Ravage, Brewmaster ulti, and everything else that they've got. Like, I don't know. I wonder if the play is maybe just to try and keep getting the Juggernaut farmed. He's already got Scotty, Blink, and Battlefield, I guess, so maybe this is the time you want to hit. Yeah.
Oh, I love this pickup here from Demon. Blink, Dagger, and Vengeful Spirit. I feel like he's not done enough, but if you time your hotkeys properly, you can just pretty much swap and blink away. So I think it's a really good thing. It's kind of like an instant lasso. Very strong.
All right, well, here comes the play now here on the bottom lane.
Dire's
TPs are coming a
bottom
little
tower
bit
is
on the
under
later
attack.
side, and TnC might be able to get some more free pot shots there. There's a dodge away from phase shifting the Earth Spike. They do still have swap if they want to go for it, and there's going to be the Wave of Terror coming out. Blink back by Cuckoo. Just flirting with danger, but continuing to right-click away.
Can afford to play risky because of their ages.
Yeah.
That was most welcome.
And that'll be another TP again. Wants to keep the creep equilibrium out for that final push. And oh no, Demon! Glimmer away. Yeah, he's going out. Nope, they do not catch him. This guy is such a space maker. Like, you want to fault him, you know, it's like, oh, Demon's gonna feed. And he doesn't feed. And then you're forced to praise him, right? So I still think he was... That was an experiment. That was a dare, that was something. But, you know, it's like,
Yeah, man, I'm
tempt
with
the
you.
enemy with 5 kills in a game, but don't actually die.
Invisibility.
I feel ya. No, it definitely is. Cuckoo, meanwhile, going towards that mid. Again, he's got the Veil. Shiva's up and ready to go if they want to do a little bit of partying. Yeah, doesn't want to overextend. It's kind of an interesting build here. It does make sense, Shiva's guard against the lineup of RRQ. Great against the Terrorblade illusions and being able to reduce that DPS that is getting put out. But TB himself is going to be going for the Chrysalis. So starting to get into these crits, God, the damage is just going to be
do a
so
lot
huge.
of work if the enemy doesn't expect it, especially since your illusions will get it as well. So it's just bonus perks. Oh, 4 staff.
This has been such a weird game.
Now RRQ, they smoke up the river. There's no one there. They're all hiding around in the jungle here, farming up ancients, farming up neutral camps. And I feel like this C gank is not gonna work out as well.
Yeah, they just are trying to find that pickoff before they fully commit to anything. And with that scan, they do not spot out the puck, and Shiva's guarding away for the moment. They do end up realizing that Zephyr is there, blink away into the trees, but no luck in finding him.
The lifestealer, so close to his arch enemy. What are they doing?
I
So,
mean,
how's the weather?
the puck realizes it right-clicks actually the Beastmaster, or the Brewmaster rather, and now
Yeah.
he's going to be able to get out of there. Just Cuckoo
Dire's top
escaping.
tower is under attack.
Oh, there's the call for defense coming up again. So the Dire are forced to retreat once again. I do like how TnC have been juggling the game progress as well as the other things that were statting. So it's it makes for fun little dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Juggernaut's pretty stacked, and so is most of the most of the heroes in the game.
Mm.
We'll see how one team pulls off a better defense than the other.
I mean, TnC has been like just rapidly increasing their lead over and over again. 14K difference in experience, as well as 12,000 net worth, and it kind of just goes to show how much better they're using the map. Like, you've got this puck that feels comfortable farming all over the map here, and meanwhile RRQ just not willing to really take a chance. And I just don't know. I feel like they're going to end up continuing to lose out on these items for these other heroes, and eventually that kind of compounds on itself and you're not capable of taking the team fight anymore.
Well, Yabiyu is canceling his ultimate there. Doesn't really want to pop it on that cliff. And he's still waiting. Not sure what he's waiting for. Waiting for a target, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting one. How's the vision game looking? Right now you see no wards on the map for TnC, and likewise not really any for RRQ. With those gems that we've been seeing flying around, it's no real surprise that they've been trying to get the D-ward game going on, but it's kind of lended itself to this game where we haven't seen anything happen in like a really long time. Not exactly sure. What was the last thing that happened? Brewmaster, he killed off Vengeful Spirit like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago? A little bit odd.
Well, what about demons going for now? Ring of Health? Is that Glimmer? You know, is that Lotus Orb, my favorite support item?
It's definitely going to be Aether, right? I mean, there's no way. Oh, all right. Maybe Kuku in a little bit of trouble. They are going
Yeah,
to
it
try and
just
catch
looks
him
so-
out, and they've already got the Hex off. Are going to be able to throw out that Finger of Death as well, and a couple
Glimmer
quick right
Cape.
clicks.
Jukes, spin, Eels. No Eels, he already used it. So yeah, he dies there to the Brewmaster. Very unfortunate that he had to run out all the way. The Earth Panda will expire, so yeah, no harm, no foul. The Disruptor though, spanning his head in the clouds, gets tons of clap across. There's going to be that Glimmer Cape just saving him for a little bit
Ravage up
longer,
a
but
bit.
no, the Terrorblade doing a lot of damage, and suddenly it's looking really dangerous here for Demon's team. It's a BO1. You lose, you're out. You didn't mention there's a second run at this. You
There
can come
is.
back another day tomorrow.
It's the day after tomorrow is when the next round comes in, but can't count them out as of yet. They've still got backdoor protection up and ready to go. The creeps are going to start to come in now, though, and with the Terrorblade there knocking on their front door, they end up popping the glyph. Puck does have buyback, but really would rather not use it if did not have to.
Oh no, Lion!
Oh my
The
god.
reflection, the clap, the ravage as well, the swap there from Demon. It's not going to be in time there. They will actually take a lot of damage there on the Koala Tide Hunter, but it's not going to be enough. The Omni Slash comes across, but the Oracle keeps everything alive. The Blink Dagger will keep things fine and dandy, but for now, Kel'Thuzad is going to bail out, having used his BKB there. Got his Daedalus ready as well. Didn't take the racks. Alright, they hold. But forced to buy back on that puck.
Yeah, that really hurts. Again, every little bit that they can eke out in this stage is really great for them. Like, the Puck had definitely taken a fairly commanding lead over that Brewmaster in terms of their farm, and since that ended up happening, buyback, it's starting to swing back the other direction. It's such a weird game because every single, like, none of these heroes really have great vision. You're talking about the need for that during the draft, and they don't have great vision, and there aren't wards because there's been a gem on the ground and a gem on both teams, so they're just, like, they can't take a fight. Neither team can take a fight.
There's got to be huge silences from AU, and he's getting to that Aghanim Scepter. They got 1,000 gold off, and Raven trying to make this Roche happen. We'll see how much trouble he gets into. He doesn't have a he does have a buyback. He's got to do this one fast. The illusions from the CP are coming in, so yeah.
He's the only one with the buyback though, so if they lose anybody else.
WU is ready. They're going to try and lasso up. Maybe try to yammer up. Oh no, they get the double impale as well. The Finger of Death straight away onto Aswad, but they have that silence now onto those heroes. There's a refresher ravage here from Koala. He gets all of them tagged up. Raven taking a lot of damage there. Just running away. The Glimmer away. Jimmy will actually swap him out. Nice blink away from the Juggernaut. Keeps him alive. The Dream is still alive. The quest stays alive. Will not fail for now. The Oracle will heal himself up to full. Puck still trying to make some space there. RRQ doing a lot of good. They can smell this win right here. Pounding away at their Roshan. 2,000 health
he
remaining.
can get this. Demon's going for it. This could be the big play for him, and jumps on in there. Is he going to be able to get the kill? No, not. They just still on the ground. Oh, TB. That might be it. I think that the TnC might have lost to RRQ. The buyback status at the moment is only the Juggernaut, and they've got the Aegis on the Terrorblade now. Like, it depends on what RRQ do. Oh, jeez.
Okay, the lanes are pushed out really far, alright? The Juggernaut did a good job of pushing the waves out really far. It's now 17 to 22. They have all illusions. They're pounding away their tier 3 tower, so it could cause a little bit of panic here. RRQ might see TnC as a very good team, decide to show them a little bit of respect, so they pull back and give TnC that chance to, you know, get some breathing space. So they're still not out of it. They didn't even lose racks.
This is starting to get to be one of those situations where it's like, how do you deal with this? The Terrorblade is really starting to come into his own right, and the Scotty now, Daedalus completed, Boots of Travel, Aegis online, as well as that BKB, and 5,700 gold on top of it. God, he is just a monster.
It's a tough life, you know, being a Dota mercenary. It's a tough life.
Oh, for sure. It's a very tough life. I mean, Jug in his own right is very stacked up as well. So Raven, like he's their hope to be able to pull them through this.
I think AU is.
AU
Just
as
needs
well.
900 more gold to that disrupt the Aghanims.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
now, he caught 3 heroes in it, but they just BKB'd or walked out of it. So
Yeah, if they can
yeah,
make that
help there.
happen, that'd be huge.
AU needs that farm then. Stop stealing, Raven.
He needs more farm, man. He's got to keep on getting the, I don't know, something. He needs something.
I mean,
I'm
at
sure,
this
probably
point, do you
not.
even ask the puck to go for Dagon just to burst someone?
Maybe.
No, with the Veil, a Dagon burst could be very strong. No, he's already tossed his Veil. Okay.
The problem is that you've also got Oracle there with Fate's Edict to take all of that off. Like, all of the heroes from RRQ do work great together, and I would agree. You kind of need to burst somebody down, but the person you have to go on, I would assume. Oh God. Oh no, that's not what needs to happen.
Oh,
Cuckoo,
no.
not like this. Oh
the gem.
God.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is why C is in so much trouble as a region.
Oh, Lysander, help me understand.
I don't know. I don't understand either. But looks like the Jug is gonna go for a little bit of red Dota here. He's going for that tier 3. He is gonna pummel it down. They are gonna be forced to TP out there. I like this movement here from Raven. He just forced them back. And this tower is very low. It's 29 seconds left. They could go for a kill there. Oh, Demon goes in there with the jump, but he immediately gets countered there by that Brewmaster. And he's like, okay, I regret everything. And that, oh, the Jug ulti as well. Total waste.
Oh no. Demon goes down. They end up being able to get that tower taken down finally, but they don't get the tier 2, the side of RRQ. But again, I just don't know. It's so back and forth, and really at this point in time, like, the objectives are the things that matter, and you've got the Terrorblade who can sort of brute force them down, but TnC has been so great about split pushing consistently that it just really does feel like who comes down to the better execution, better at being able to pull the enemy team across the map. That's what's going to win this game.
I feel like a good surprise Rapier could end this game.
On which side?
I mean, either side, but
Yeah.
Juggernaut should get it.
Oh,
I think Juggernaut can get it if he gets it, and then
why did Tide
I
take
don't know,
the DD?
Lasso, Poo one target in, and this chop could happen. Could.
All right, let's see.
I say could.
I believe in it. I believe.
Optimism.
RRQ, getting ready to jump in. He's got that, blink, refresher, shenanigans, and this is where Terrorblade shines. They're all backed up into their base.
Oh, they stop in that Brewmaster with that Aghanim Scepter ultimate on that Disruptor as well. They will have that disengage there from the Tidehunter. They immediately drop the double Ravage and a good Oracle ulti.
Oh my God!
And oh no, they get themselves caught out. The buyback here from the puck. Oh no, not buyback. The buyback from the Juggernaut actually will try and fix things here in this team fight. So far, so good. The Oracle keeping things fine and dandy here on RRQ side. Also, weird interaction. What if you have? Oh,
What
no,
is Cuckoo doing?
No,
Cuckoo!
Okay.
Oh my God, he's a madman.
Fine time.
He's just trying to buy the
High
time.
reward. Here comes the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut cannot afford to go down again. He
Oh
doesn't
my
have
God.
the buyback. He's gonna pour it out. He will not get out in time. He gets hacked. He gets brought down. I think this is it. TnC might be going home.
Oh my God,
Terrorblade
TnC!
getting a crit at the right moment. The Hex just spamming that Hex. I felt that he was holding on to that. They're taking a lot of damage though. The Oracle taking so much damage, but that Bat Rider just evaporates that. A Terrorblade just takes him out. Oh, a good bench kill here. Will actually get that Lion. No, they now go invisible, but there is the gem through sight. The triple kill here for Cal to Zod. And now the puck. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's now the top barracks. They will actually buff him up. The Oracle is alive. They sunder him to full. So it looks like we got that answer. He will actually trade lives despite that. And Puck's still trying to make space here. They've only lost one side of Rex here. If they make enough space, They could have all their heroes back.
RRQ, they got to keep going. You need to just
Keep
70
going.
seconds without the jug. Go tier
Really?
4s. They don't know what they want to do.
No metamorphosis. They're like, should we? Oracle's low on mana. The Dagon comes out from Cuckoo. Yep, that's what we want to see. But is it enough though? They're going to lose at least 2 sets of Rex. The tier 2s are going to be alive though.
They got the creeps up here in the top
Barracks.
lane. They were able to take down the barracks with the creeps up there. So
Yeah, it's still possible for TnC. The Shivas slow things down. Kel'Thuzad, they're gonna try and run away. He does have that BKB.
TP back. All right, yeah, they're trying to get out of there.
I felt like it would have been a demon thing to actually go forward and swap them, and break a TP.
Oh, definitely. That would have been pretty ridiculous. But
hey, they get Rex. Not bad.
what the hell? What the hell is going on? I don't know about this. Okay, you lose your barracks to creeps up in the top lane. Jug is still dead. Like, ostensibly, they could have stuck around for a little bit while and, like, kept on trying to take the fight. Like, Tide has Ravage back up right now before Jug is going to be back up. You've got Terrorblade, who has Metamorphosis back up. I'm not sure about RRQ here with the plays. But that being said, they're still doing it.
This is kind of like
They're
the
still
thing,
doing
like, too
it.
much respect. Like, oh no, let's not pull a TI3 final, you know? Stuff like that.
Look at the difference in team net worth over the past couple minutes. Like, the past 13 minutes, it's dropped at roughly 20,000. And experience earned, it's about the same thing as well.
Yeah, it's a Jimmy thing. I know it's not his fault. This game, I feel like Cuckoo had a part to play in that as well. You know, we were praising him, we were talking him up, and then he messes up.
Well, I mean, that's something that Scant always says. All right, hold on a second. TnC aren't out of this. They're all back here and trying to push down this lane right now. Oh, Cuckoo, he's caught out again and might end up going down the swap out. Jimmy Dota making it happen.
Jimmy.
I think he's going to be able to escape for the moment, but
that's
still in a
5-8
lot of
coil. And the
trouble.
silence as well is a big one. Kel'Thuzad is getting caught up, but the Ravage disengagement is coming in. Is there going to be a Sunder? No Sunder. Takes out the Terrorblade. Now Raven, he's low. Is there a finger though? Is there a finger? There's no finger. 19 seconds left. Koala is getting buffed up by the Oracle. Is going to be kept alive there. Oh no, AU getting caught out. The Disruptor has been making plays so far. It would be a shame if he dies. That gets purified. The Juggernaut will actually retreat out of there in time, so it is a fight. The Terrorblade bought back. This is an opening. This is an opening for TnC. They want to get that Aegis. It is an opening because it should be out by the time they revive, so it's about a minute, the Roshan timing. So there's still a chance that TnC contest this. And if the Terrorblade dies again, you might be just watching one of the best games in Open Qualifier.
I mean, this is the thing. You do have still the short respawn times on these heroes. They're going to be back up, and like you said, I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time, though. Like, they're going to go immediately for it for RRQ here. There's no way that Puck buys back to try and secure this at the moment. They have to save it to defend their barracks. Literally, at the same time, though, they're pushing out these lanes, and range barracks is down to 382 HP. Somehow, TnC are staying in this game, despite the fact that they're so far behind.
The Aegis timer. They don't know. They're not putting heroes there
because
the creeps are pushing in. So TnC might actually grab it. They might actually get it. They might get it. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna check again. RRQ are gonna check. Roche is coming up in a few seconds. Yeah, he's revived, so the Oracle is gonna hit down there and check it out. Is he?
We'll see. He might just
That's
pick up the
invisibility rune, so you should check that out. Yeah, he'll check it out. Scouts it out for his team. Yeah, and he realizes that, yeah, guys, we can do this. But all we need now is for the Disruptor to land a perfect 5-man storm, right?
I mean, he almost got it last time around. There were like 3 heroes that got caught in the big one.
Yeah, the Titans have ruined everything. Damn it.
It was a good play. You gotta give respect there. I mean, both sides have been playing. It's so weird. Like, the team fights have been spectacular. The decision making has been like slightly suspect on both teams. I've got to say, it feels like they're both like just very panicky right now. But with a TB up at 40k net worth, like, I don't know how you lose this game.
No, don't, oh no, oh wow, oh lasso on the Titans, and there's your silence. They get in there. They might actually take out the Titans. Is he gonna go for the Ravage? He spins. Gonna take out the Titans. Will there be a second Ravage? He stays alive. He's still alive. Oh no, the Oracle keeps him alive. The Juggernaut going in. They silence up the Oracle, then zap him. They take him out. TB's isolated. You have to be careful here. TB goes down there in deep trouble. The Cuckoo Puck will get out there in time. He heals Scepters away. He's gonna jump out. He's gonna jaunt. They get the Oracle for free. He goes in. He silences up Zephyr.
Oh my god, are they gonna do this?
No, Lion.
He's chasing
Are
him
they gonna
down.
do it?
There's the
They
glimpse
glimpse him back.
back.
They swap in the
Gonna
turret
pull
blade.
him
They find
in.
his kills. Better not to overextend. Koala does have the refresher, 13 seconds. They're going in for it. The Juggernaut's going in. The spinning. The reflection is out. One hero's already lost. Demon going down there, taking a lot of fire. He will fall. The Bat Rider's still trying to make some space. Where is Cuckoo?
They've got
Where is
refresher.
Cuckoo? Triple kill here so far.
Oh my
Lion is low.
god.
They're looking for targets.
Terrorblade is a
going in.
monster. You just can't fight against that. 41,000 net worth on TB. Like, the kiting was spectacular. The team fights were immaculate.
Oh, double damage.
Honestly, there's just no great answer.
Bash you. But double damage. This might be. This is the Aegis.
Well, Aegis Cheese getting ready to come through now, and it's starting to feel more and more. Well, again, you get these Juggernaut illusions that keep pushing in and just causing trouble for RRQ. You would not think that this game was this far ahead. Like, every time TB just right-clicks somebody, the earth shakes from the amount of damage that's dealt. But Cuckoo has been creating so much space. Like, we talked about him dying a couple of times, but those have been deaths that have been, like, with purpose. And it's because of him that they've been able to keep all these lanes pushed out so effectively.
Sacking the Daedalus for
Dire's
Aegis.
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, he does have a Satanic as well. This Terrorblade is stacked. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to like come up with situations where TnC are gonna win this one.
Well,
So, we'll see. I mean, one way is drawing it out until the Aegis expires, and then sniping the Terrorblade, and then sniping him again.
the split push from Cuckoo has been pretty immaculate, and they have to keep doing things like this. And it's working. Like, you can't move out for RRQ. I don't know. It's
High risk, high reward, right?
It's somewhat frustrating, too, because it's hard to imagine they have to push out along this entire top lane, which is constantly pressured. It makes me wonder what would happen if they just tried to go mid, but they don't feel like they're in a desperate situation where they have to.
Okay. What would you drop on jump for a rapier? I feel like it will get there. It'll get there.
Probably Butterfly. He there's already a MKB on the Terrorblade, so that might be the item. Flutter is still pretty good too, though.
Do you drop your blink though? Is that too dangerous?
I don't think you can drop your blink.
Oh, Lion.
Like that play right there. That's why you have to have a blink.
Yeah. Probably have to blink. Yeah. Gotta get those blink triple crits with the divine rapier.
Catching mid
That's
lane.
how it's done. Oh, middle lane. Yep, W. He does get that BKB off though, and primal split. So now they peace out. Yeah, peace out. They have to bait this ultimate out, Cuckoo. Oh man, this guy is such a cheeky bugger. Oh, it's gonna zip out of there. He does have heals as well. He'll spin him once, glimmer him up. Oh, they ravage. They want to kill him. They want to kill him
Oh my
fast.
god.
They get him. Does he
So
have
much
buyback?
hate.
He does have buyback. That's double ravage for that puck. That might not be the play. I don't know. They force out the buyback. Okay.
They wanna go
here we
for this.
Koala. There's cheese on him. Does come out. Demon getting caught out. There's gonna be plays here. Cuckoo going in on that Lion. They will have that Omni Slash go all around. Where's that silence though? Cuckoo still making plays here. The Omni Slash going through. The Juggernaut, he has buyback as well. Abidu dropping very low though. He has to be very careful. The tower shots are really pounding into him. He's going down. The tower gets him. Oh no. And now they're diving the fountain. What's going on, Koala? That's not your base. She cheeses up. Now they lasso. They're gonna pull him into the fountain.
Oh my god, if the
no.
TP goes down here, this could be huge. The Sunder, he gets out. He's going to be able to back it out of there. He keeps on fighting in the fountain. Why don't you leave the fountain? Get out of the fountain.
Coil of 3. Oh no. And now. He's gonna go down once. That's the Aegis. He might not have the Metamorphosis again. Where is that Oracle? He's gonna try and bail his carry out of there. Kel'Thuzad doesn't have that Metamorph anymore. They flip back. They will zap him up. The Juggernaut is still going ham. He is getting surrounded though. He's gonna try and spin his way out of this one. Will he be able to? The Glimmer Cape keeping him alive. Cuckoo doing so much work on his puck. He's got so many escape mechanisms there. He's just juking in and out. Sapphire getting into the firefight. Getting zapped out by the Disruptor. Raven running away. The Frog, he's down. He has to buy back. He will buy back. They lasso up the Terrorblade again. Now they swap him in. Jimmy has enough to say about that one. Kel'Thuzad getting silenced once again. He does have Satanic though, so that's kind of like a third life that he can still eat through. Now where is that Brewmaster?
They're getting out of there.
Do they still find him? Will they glimpse him back? Is the question. Well, nope, not gonna glimpse him back. Taking a lot of damage there from creeps. And so far, TnC, they hold that Fountain Dive very questionable right
I think
there.
you got to try and go back door. I think that Raven needs to get out of here and try to go for the tier 3s or tier 4s on the back line. And yeah, RRQ realized that this is the case. They can't try and commit like that again. Oh my god. This is just such a tense moment, and this is the problem. There's like gems and trash all over the ground.
Aegis? They wasted cheese, Aegis, and buybacks, I think.
And they get nothing! Like, they get literally nothing!
They dived the fountain! Oh man, they dived the fountain. It's like they want to give them a fighting chance. It's like, it's like a gentleman's agreement. Alright guys, we don't play mega creeps. We play wipe you out and make you GG.
They didn't get the tier 3 tower top. It is untouched right now.
Alright. Now
Questionable
all we need is,
decisions.
count
Mistakes
twice.
were made. I don't know about this, man. This is. I've been
Jack doesn't
casting
have
it.
effect, so if they do one more stupid fight like that, they could be out. The double ravage is off cooldown in 18 seconds. I still think they have a good chance at this.
Oh, they're going. They don't want to deal with this anymore. They're leaving Cuckoo. All right, they're all backing back out.
Cuckoo, no! Silence! Ravage! Cuckoo's down! No,
Oh, no.
That's not how you play this game. They will actually try and go for that lion though. He is going to be still alive there. The Brewmaster, the Oracle goes down. The double ravage comes out. Now the Zapping Raven down. Lotus off. There we go. That's it. That's gotta be it, right? That's gotta be it. Oh, Cuckoo, he tried to play it, but you really don't play with fire when you play against a lion like that. I think this is it. Yeah, it's 100 seconds on the sidelines for both heroes. That's got to be it. After that fountain dive, this has got to be the worst anticlimactic ending ever.
I mean, I don't know. It felt the whole time like there have just been such questionable decisions by both teams, and now Terrorblade going to come through, take down the fountain. TnC glyphing, hoping to hold on to this one, but I think at this point it's all but lost. Ladies and gentlemen, with the backstroking koala in their ancient, TnC are going to be knocked out. This is the round of 64 right now. So they're gone. Day after tomorrow, they have to re-go for the second qualifiers in the SEA region.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what hurt more, the games leading up to this game or this game.
I don't know, man. It's been a struggle.
RRQ are a good enough team to beat them.
I'm gonna
Seas
switch
like
over the
that, you know?
camera.
Seas like that.
Jimmy, no.
I felt like this wasn't even Jimmy's fault. He did some
No, it's
great
true.
swaps.
It's true.
It was. I'm pinning this one on Cuckoo as much as it was Cuckoo winning the first and second games. I think this one's on Cuckoo.
No,
like, he had some.
I think it's communication. Like, because if Cuckoo gets away, like how many times did he just barely escape and make so much room for his team? Like those types of plays are what kept them in the game. To me, it was the decisions like from the draft and the way that they kind of reacted to that second pick Tidehunter. I think that kind of threw him for a loop with the Lions starting, and then just all of the decisions in the game just felt not cohesive and kind of panicky. Like, I don't know. But RRQ knockout TnC from the open qualifiers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for carrying me through that cast. My voice started giving out halfway through it, and I desperately tried to start drinking water. So apologize if I sounded any different than normal. But Lysander, you're a god. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, you're too kind to me.
Oh.
I've been out of the game for really long. You know, I've been recently starting back at this casting stuff. But you know, I mean, these games so far, Manila Majors open qualifiers, I'm sure
Yeah.
they're gonna be amazing as well because I did look forward to see a lot to see how a lot of the teams like TnC would do, Fnatic would do in
Right.
the qualifiers. We might see upsets here and there, but EU as well. Lots of storylines there. We have Secret, all the
I
assassins
know.
after them. EG, Veggie Esports, good
I
stuff. I
I'm
mean,
really excited to see all the games as they go on. I'm probably actually going to be asleep through a lot of the storylines, but EU going to start in 1 hour. We're going to open up a second stream relatively shortly here. I might try and tap out. I've been on for 13 hours at this point, and I kind of need
me
to give
too.
my voice a little bit of a rest. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was an absolute pleasure casting for y'all. Thank you, Lysander, for joining me. There's a chance I might hop back on for some more, but I'm going to go talk to some of the fine folks out there who make the
Yeah,
big bucks, and we'll see what ends up happening. So thank you
definitely.
guys again. Any final words?
Love and Kappa, guys. Love
L-
and Kappa.
love
See,
and
go watch
Kappa.
the other games. And gonna have lots of fun. Remember to follow me and Lyrical on Twitter.
Yeah,
Keep up with all the latest updates. Thanks for having me.
most definitely. Have a great one, man, and everybody out there as well. Continue following the open qualifiers on this channel, BTS2 as well, where we end up starting that stream. So stick around, and we'll be right back in a bit.